There he is. There he is. Look at that. Look at that. Get Coda. Coda. That's my dog Coda. Coda is a German Shepherd and Lab mix. He's a really good dog too. He's well behaved. They're very smart. So hi, I'm here. I'm talking to you. My stepdaughter is across the yard staring at me and probably laughing. Yep, she's laughing because she thinks it's funny to see me talking to my phone, which is weird because it's what people do. They talk to their phone. But she's over there cleaning the pool, talking to herself, laughing because I'm talking to you in the YouTube world. So I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what this page is about, or what this channel is about. What is my goal? What am I trying to do here? Well, first let's talk about Camp Tango Yankee. Camp Tango Yankee is a part of the James A. Worthing Foundation. And what we do is we take disabled veterans camping. We bring supplies, we set it up so that they can feel as independent as they possibly can and enjoy a camping experience that they could not enjoy otherwise. I myself was separated from the Army about a decade ago with major shoulder trauma, and I've never recovered. In fact, I've had multiple shoulder surgeries since then, and they've actually had to just drill holes in my arms and attach my bicep tendons in there because they could no longer attach them where they used to be in the shoulder. So both of my shoulders are only partially functional, which causes a lot of problems in my life, and it makes things like camping difficult. So what we do is we actually provide the means for veterans who are far more deserving and disabled than I am to go out and enjoy things that they've not been able to enjoy since they've come back with their injuries. That's the James A. Worthing Foundation. That's what we do. So Camp Tango Yankee is what we call the project that involves taking these guys. So if you can ever donate to us, that would be great. Those monies all go to helping these veterans. A lot of them go to supplies, but it all helps the veterans do what they haven't been able to do. As far as this channel, as time goes by, you're going to see that I'm basically going to share my interests with you. A good portion of that is going to be camping and survival. I have done just countless hours of camping everywhere from, glamping to lean-tos on the side of a river that you take a canoe and you find a spot, pull up, and you sleep there. So, multiple amenities and to none. You know what I'm trying to say. So, in doing this, I'm going to do a lot of things involving survival tactics and techniques. Mind you, I'm poor. I'm very poor. Okay, we're going to get into my personal story in just a minute. But the point is, what we're going to do here is we're going to talk more about camping and survival than anything else. I'm going to try to refrain from too many politics, because none of you want to deal with politics right now. And if you do, let me know. I'll talk politics with you. I don't know many people who can do it the way I do, but I also don't know many people who agree with me on everything. So we're going to keep politics aside. I think mostly what we're going to do here is really focus on what to do if you're camping, how to, if it's a survival, it's a bug out situation, a little bit of prepper stuff. I'm a closet prepper. It's part of my personality. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I might have had something to do with, a little bit of military training, but it might just be because it's interesting. I mean, the whole prepping culture is an interesting culture. So we're going to do some of that. I'll teach you some of the tricks that I've learned, not being able to go out and buy all these expensive camping goods. They always say that camping is a good way for somebody to spend, thousands of dollars to live like they're homeless. Well, I don't have thousands of dollars. I don't have anything. I spend nothing. I work. If I get any kind of money for this, it's usually very little, and I have to make it go as far as I can. So all the things I'm going to teach you are the things that you learn when it's your only option, when you don't have money to go out and buy cool stuff. I don't. I have Walmart tents and Walmart knives and, just the cheapest stuff you can possibly buy. because I can't buy it. So we're talking about that. Let's talk about Jimmy, me, my life, how I am here, why I'm so broke. 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. It was diagnosed as terminal. I was given about a 4% chance of living for 5 years. And that's not good odds. Let me tell you something. You do not want to walk into a room with 100 people knowing that only 4 of you are going to walk out alive. It's not a good place to be. But I had to embrace that. I had to embrace the suck, and you'll see me wear that every once in a while, my embrace the suck hat. I knew that my only option was to just do it, go through it, deal with it, make it as fun as I could despite all the pain that I went through. So after all the diagnoses, I started radiation. I did, I want to say, roughly 6 weeks of radiation, and that put a hurting on me. That really did hurt me. Radiation in that area, uncomfortable, because it was colorectal. It was just above the rectum, and the radiation hit other things and left everything blistered with blisters the size of a fist, and that's not an experience anybody would want to deal with. After radiation, I went in for surgery, and I had a good chunk of my colon removed. And in the process, they hooked up my ileum to an ileostomy, which is the same thing as a colostomy, basically, but it comes from your small intestine. And then for the next 10 months, I endured heavy chemotherapy. They gave me the option. They told me that my chances of surviving were fairly low, and that my best option, because I was relatively young and relatively healthy, was to go ahead and endure 10 months of really heavy chemo. The really heavy chemo did a lot to me, and frankly, they had never had anybody survive the amount of cancer that I had with the amount of chemo that I had. They didn't know what it was going to do. So fast forward 10 months, they decided to reverse the ileostomy and give me my normal function back. And between the radiation and the chemo and the cancer, so much damage had been done that my large intestine was fried. I mean, it had no use. It wasn't doing its job, and it was causing me intense pain and just agony that I can't even describe. I had diarrhea that you could not fathom. I mean, you think you've had it bad? Trust me, you have no idea. So after a year of that, and in that time I lost 80 pounds. I wasn't any bigger than I am now, and I lost 80 pounds. I was down I'm 6'1". I was down to 140 and looking like death. They finally decided to just go ahead and remove the rest of that part of the colon and give me a colostomy bag. So right now, as I speak to you, I am wearing a colostomy bag. And that's just a part of it. Yeah, that took a lot out of me. And in case you're curious, yes, I'm in remission. I have a multiple of tumors throughout my body that are inactive. And I'm glad for that. I'm thankful for that. And I don't know how long that's going to last, but I hope it's going to last a long time. I want to see my little one graduate from college. I want to see them get married. I want to live their lives too. But so I have all these problems that have come from the chemotherapy, the radiation, all the different treatments, and the lack of a colon for all of the things. I don't process food the way you do. I don't take in all the essential vitamins the way you do. I cannot stay hydrated for my life. It is a struggle to stay hydrated. I have multiple bags of IV fluids in the house to where I can actually hook up to an IV every day if I need to. I really only do it once a week, but I do dehydrate that quickly. It doesn't matter how much I drink, it just goes right through because I'm missing the things that suck it in, the part of your body that actually makes that work. So I have a lot of problems. Along with that, with all that heavy metal chemo, I had a platinum-based chemo. I have intense nerve problems. My immune system is attacking my nerve system. So I have nerve pain, I have neuropathy, I have a lot of little issues that have come from that, and some big ones. I can walk, but when I walk, my legs go numb. And I don't mean like tingly, I mean I absolutely lose muscle and motor control. So I'll take 2 or 3 steps and fall on my face. Those falls have led to a broken foot, another torn shoulder, multiple head injuries, and even seizures. So a lot of things have gone wrong because of the chemo and radiation that kept me alive. I know a lot of you are going to argue that I shouldn't have done chemo, that I should have done some kind of oil extract or something like that. Okay, maybe you have an argument. I don't know. I do know that I'm still alive and I shouldn't be. And I know that I'm here, and I'm here for a purpose. So I'm trying to do this just to share with you the wealth of information that I have brought in all of my years and help you live a better life. So anything I can do to help, that's what I'm here for. So if you have any questions, even if they're about the colostomy, because I know a lot of people don't know anything about them. I know a lot of people who are getting them because, I don't know, colon cancer is getting pretty popular now. So if you have any questions about any of that, or if you have any questions about guns, I'm a firearms instructor. I'm NRA certified. It's what I do when I can do what I can do. If you have camping questions, man, I've logged a lot of hours in these Florida woods. I know a lot about camping in a place that's a lot more hostile than the Midwest. I'm going to interrupt here and tell you, I see these shows and I see these guys out west that are starting fires with ferro rods and all these neat little gimmicks. You come to Florida. Come try that right here, right now in rainy season, when it's raining more than it's dry. You're not starting a fire with that. You are not. You are not. You're going to need something much more productive, much more manly to start fires here. So come on down here and challenge me to start a fire. I'll show you my technique, which you're going to learn in the coming videos. And I'll be sitting back drinking my beer, watching my fire burn while you are still struggling with your silly little ferro rod. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things I have to offer that you probably might be interested in, and I'm interested in, so I'm going to share it with you anyway. If you guys enjoy these videos, sign up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like my videos. Let me know. I need some feedback. Let me know what you want to hear about. If you have any ideas about anything, I'm pretty well rounded. I know a lot of things about things you wouldn't think I know a lot about, except for feminine hygiene. Don't know anything about that. Other than that, I can talk with you. So any ideas you have, go ahead and throw them at me. Thanks a lot for listening. You guys take care.